Flow into gratitude as you watch this psychological thriller. Because somewhere in the world, a human mind has already done something so strange that science still cannot fully explain it. And the unsettling part is this: it might not be happening to someone else. It might be happening to you. Imagine waking up tomorrow with every memory exactly where it should be. You know your name, your family, your home, your favorite song. Nothing is missing, but something is. Every decision you make feels slightly borrowed. You choose tea instead of coffee. You take a different road to work. You smile at someone you normally ignore. Tiny changes. Nothing dramatic. Until years later, you realize every major event of your life began with those tiny choices. Now here's the disturbing question. Did you choose them? Or did your brain quietly choose them before you ever became aware? Scientists have spent decades discovering something deeply unsettling. Your brain can begin preparing a decision before your conscious mind experiences making it. Think about that. The feeling of "I decided" may arrive after the machinery has already started moving. Not seconds later. Sometimes only fractions of a second. But enough to raise one terrifying possibility. What if the voice inside your head is not the author, but the narrator? Imagine reading a mystery novel where the narrator believes they are writing the story. Only at the final chapter do they discover they were just reading it aloud. Now imagine your own life. Every confidence, every regret, every promise, every argument, every dream. Your conscious self proudly says, "I made that happen." But another silent system may have begun the process long before you ever noticed. It works beneath language, beneath awareness. It never sleeps. It never explains itself. It simply keeps pushing tiny invisible dominoes, one after another. You never notice the first domino. You only see the last one crashing. Then your mind quickly builds a beautiful explanation. "I always wanted this. It was my plan. It made sense." But what if those explanations were created after the fact? Not as lies. Not intentionally. Simply because your mind desperately wants a complete story. Your brain hates empty spaces. When information is missing, it quietly fills the gaps. So perfectly. You never notice the repair. Now the thriller becomes darker. Suppose two people experience the exact same event. One remembers it with joy. The other remembers it with fear. Years pass. Both memories slowly change. Each time they remember, they unknowingly rewrite tiny pieces before storing them again. Eventually, neither person remembers what truly happened. They remember the latest version of the memory. A copy of a copy of a copy. Every recall edits the past a little. Meaning the past you carry inside your head may no longer be your real past. It may simply be the version that survived repeated reconstruction. Now imagine this happening not only to memories, but to your identity. Who are you? Are you the child you remember being? Or the story your brain kept rewriting until today? Perhaps the most frightening room in your life isn't your bedroom, isn't your office, isn't your house. It's the invisible room where your brain quietly edits reality before you ever see it. No alarms, no warnings, no permission, just silent editing. Every second. The greatest psychological thriller may not involve haunted houses, or masked killers, or secret laboratories. It may be the realization that your mind protects you by simplifying reality, while you mistake that simplified version for absolute truth. And here's the final twist. The moment you hear this, your brain immediately starts checking itself. Am I really choosing? Can I trust my thoughts? Is this decision actually mine? But the very system asking those questions is the same system being questioned. A mirror trying to inspect its own reflection. A flashlight trying to shine on the bulb creating the light. And perhaps that is why some mysteries remain unsolved. Not because science has failed, but because the instrument investigating the mystery is the mystery itself. So tonight, before you fall asleep, pay attention to your next thought, not the thought itself. Ask something much stranger. Where did it come from? Just before you noticed it? If that question makes you uncomfortable, then welcome to one of the deepest psychological thrillers ever hidden inside the ordinary human mind.